Welcome to Shade
Shady
and the
in the
City.
city.
I'm your girl Treese,
It's Nels.
and today we are here to give you a very long and overdue sip and shade. You can blame me. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Because ain't nobody else going to. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Okay. But yeah, we're here to give you our sip and shade hot topics. We got a couple things to get into, keep it short and sweet. But we got some very interesting things to talk about. Okay. And of course, we have a very special guest joining us to discuss our hot topics this week. But first, all of our Shade Squad, if you have, and our new viewers, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it. And then we're going to bring up our guests and we're going to get into these topics. Let's get shady, y'all. All right, y'all. So we are back, and let's welcome our special guest. She has been on the channel before, and we love her very raw and unfiltered opinion. Welcome, cousin Lauren. Look, and I ain't gonna get on you because you got a new computer, but you supposed to update your name to cousin Lauren.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I knew it was something I was supposed to do. I will do that the next time you all ask me. I will make sure that I have cousin Lauren on there.
So yeah, y'all. Let's get into unfortunately the first part of the show is a little sad. We got to get into all those who have gone on home to the upper room. First one on the list. Let's give condolences and rest in peace for WWE wrestler Hulk Hogan. He has passed away. He was 71. And reports say emergency responders were called to his home in Clearwater, Florida, early Thursday morning for what was described as a cardiac arrest. Multiple police cars and EMTs arrived at the scene, and Hogan was seen being taken out on a stretcher and loaded into the ambulance. And I guess I'm assuming he never woke up. Then, unfortunately, next on the obituary list, we got rock legend Ozzy Osbourne. He has passed away at 76. So 70s are not looking real good for the people. Okay.
Not on him at all. But God bless.
Yeah, no, God bless him. As we know, I'll be honest, I am not very familiar with his music. I didn't even realize, I literally didn't even realize until I was listening to my old people radio on the way to work that he's responsible for that. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Like that whole beat, that's him. I didn't even know that. I was giving that credit to Trick Daddy.
Oh, is that why Trick Daddy gave him credit for having hit because his song blew up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was Ozzy. So shout out to him. Y'all know, well, rest in peace, Ozzy. Okay. So apparently,
I think
yeah.
what we know from him is from the show.
Yeah, we know him from the Osbournes, but he apparently was a member of Black Sabbath, which I have never listened to. His family shared a statement saying, "With more sadness than words can express, our beloved Ozzy has passed away this morning. He was surrounded by love and family, and we kindly ask for privacy during this time." We know he was the lead singer of this heavy metal group that came on the scene in 1970s. He later became a solo star and reality TV icon, known for his wild personality and legendary voice.
That his passing was assisted.
No.
I did not look at now. I did not know that.
I saw an interview with his wife talking about how they were
sharing.
That they always promised if they got older and they were in pain that they wouldn't suffer. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think that they went to London.
Well, that's where they're from.
That's where they're from.
But I don't know if they were in London. I think she said that they went to London.
Yeah, because they have a house in LA, but they probably flew to London.
To have an assisted passing.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, do it on your own terms. I can't say I'm mad at that. And Rest in peace, Ozzy. So, and this really touched our community. It's very, very sad news. So rest in peace and condolences to the family of Malcolm Jamal Warner. We all know Malcolm from the Cosby Show as Theo.
The
We know.
Resident.
Oh, I didn't watch The Resident.
He played the hell out. Let me tell you something. I've always thought like he was like a good looking man, but I've never been like attracted to him.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, in The Resident, oh, he could have got it. He played the hell out of that character.
I've seen him on The Resident.
Ooh, wasn't he fine on The Resident?
He was, but I'm a big fan of like detective shows, and he actually had a recurring role on Major Crimes, which was like the spin-off of The Closer.
Oh, look, y'all giving me tea because I'm over here like I was just getting ready to say Malcolm and Eddie.
Well, I watched him in that. To be honest with you,
and I didn't know he dated Nicolette.
Oh, Nicolette. Yeah, I found that out too, that he dated Nicolette. And then what
Nicolette?
I thought was
from Malcolm and Eddie, the one
from Malcolm and Eddie, the girl with the dreads, real cute, but she real spicy, she real fiery.
The one that Eddie used to date in the show.
I didn't watch
that. She had a real high pitched, kind of annoying voice.
Didn't really watch it. I mean, I seen it, but I was not an avid watcher. I wasn't avid on it. I mean, I did see some episodes, but I didn't remember it enough to know who she was. I did know about Regina King, and I did know about. I knew Regina King. I knew the young lady who passed away, Michelle Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from stomach cancer. I was going to say that. I read a story where they said that they had dated for 6 years, but they remained friends after, and he actually flew while she was, in the process of passing away to, be there for her. And I said, oh my God, just, and then we got a loop.
Let me tell y'all something. And this, I hope I don't get no flack for this. Okay. But when I get married, if my man goes before me, okay, I want to let everybody and their mama know. If anybody jump in some comments, talk about some, oh, now he back with his ex in heaven, it's going to be a problem. I am flipping out.
Did somebody say that?
Somebody said
20 people said that. Oh, now they're together again. They've been together and God knows how long. He married with a whole child. What?
I didn't know.
Her whole husband. And almost lost her daughter. And you talking about now they back together again.
Well, no, that's tacky, but I didn't hear that. Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't, because that is
right. Because in the words of cousin Lauren, that's tacky.
People put them in pictures together.
Oh, yeah, I think that's when that is a lot. That's a lot. But God rest his soul. My condolences to his family. I did not know he was married with a child.
I don't think he wanted anybody to know. He kept that very under. I think he kept his.
No, I mean that's great. I just it's sad, and that's the one thing I didn't know, is that he was married and had a child. Yeah. But it's sad. Either way, a lot of condolences are pouring in. I know Angela Bassett.
Everybody, I kept seeing all types of posts. Like I didn't even realize he had worked even from like Beyond the Gates. When I did like their cast, those actors were pouring in like, oh my God, Malcolm was such a good dude, and like showing pictures and sharing pictures. But yeah, y'all. So what? He was 50
from The Shy. I didn't know he worked with him too when he was
really.
Yeah,
he was a producer though, as well as an actor.
I don't think I knew that either.
He produced a couple of the Cosby shows. Like, as he got older.
Gotcha. Those. So, I believe Malcolm was only, I want to say, don't quote me, 54.
I thought it was
56. Well, I thought it was.
No, I know it wasn't.
50s. I mean, his middle 50s.
Yeah, he was. Either way, he was in his 50s, but I think it was like either 52 or 54. Apparently he had went on a family vacation with the family. I guess they went out to the beach, and what I thought was even crazier, because y'all know I just came back from Costa Rica, happened to be in Costa Rica and they were at the beach. And as you can see on the screen, I guess they got like a real bad current, unexpected current, or riptide is what they're saying.
This beach is known. That beach was known for it.
That's
Yeah,
what I read. I did read that beach
yeah,
is.
the beach is known for that. And what I actually, an update that I read today, which is how I learned that he wasn't by himself, is that they actually, a surfer ended up coming in. They saw the tide coming in and they saw Malcolm struggling, is what I got. And the surfer came in and saved the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to go back and save Malcolm, but it was too late at that point. Cause once you take on too much water, your lung it's just
Water is very unforgiving, whether you can swim or not. It's so dangerous.
I always say people got to respect that element. Water is not to be played with.
This is why I don't play with the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
There's very few people who win when it comes to the water.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely agree. So yeah, prayers up and condolences to Malcolm Jamal Warner and his family and friends and loved ones. Well, y'all, in other news, my good girl Glorilla, as she says, at the end of the day got to end. And apparently the day ended for her, but not the way she wanted it to. So apparently Glorilla got in some trouble. She's been arrested on 2 felony rug charges for allegedly having possession of a controlled substance and possessing over an ounce of weed. So depending on where she was, in what state she was, it's not legal. And that amount gives distribution. It doesn't give personal consumption.
I didn't know that was considered a controlled substance.
Well, let me say this. She has I'm assume that she has a great lawyer, so probably can get that dropped down to a misdemeanor, and this is not news. She's not going to be she's not the first. She's definitely not going to be the last rapper to get caught up in these type of situations. I just wish they would be a little smarter about their stuff. When you have this type of money and we're traveling, whether it's country or state to state, people get someone else
get somebody else to do it. You can't do it. You can't do that. That's how you get in Diddy trouble when you do that.
Right. You're going for I'm here. I know I'm going to California. I don't have to bring you with me. I'm gonna have my plug in California just to make sure I'm good when I get there.
Lauren, it was in her house. Her house got burglarized and the police found it in her closet.
Yes, that's true. I was getting ready to go into that. So
why are we keeping that stuff in our possession? Like,
you at home. When you home, you want to chill.
Okay, let me read the statement from her legal team, as Lauren said. So, according to the statement submitted to TMZ by her lawyers, Glow is actually a victim in the situation. They claim that during this past weekend, while Glow was out of town, her family was house sitting so she wasn't even there at her Georgia home. It was going fine until a group of men decided to break into her house, most likely assuming nobody was there. One of the occupants fired shots at the intruders, causing them to flee. They were able to take off with a handful of jewelry, though. So when police arrived, they began to search the property for the suspects, but they didn't find anybody. They did, though, detect a strong odor consistent with illegal narcotics. All right. And according to the Forsyth Sheriff's Office, so clearly you was not in Atlanta, a drug task force was summoned and a search warrant was issued. And during the search, they found significant, they put in quote, significant amount of marijuana in the master bedroom closet. So the county sheriff then charged Glow for felony possession of marijuana and possession of a Schedule I controlled substance, which makes me think, well, did she have another substance outside of the marijuana? Because why?
That's not Georgia.
No, it is Georgia. I'm saying the county. That's what I'm saying. It's not Atlanta.
Yeah, it's illegal in Georgia.
That's not Atlanta. That's what I'm saying.
It's illegal down there.
She on the outskirts in the country is what it sounds like.
It's
like she should have a good attorney, and these charges either going to get dropped down in misdemeanor or they won't stick.
Well, she turned herself in on Tuesday voluntarily, and she was released the same day on a $22,000 bond.
Well, that
Um,
ain't nothing to her. That's like
that's
$10 to
nothing, but that's nasty work for that
And I
type of
don't think Georgia does the 10%.
right. Um,
I don't know.
then law enforcement sought arrest warrants for her, even though she hadn't been in her home for some time. Um, and they said, but no arrest warrants have been issued for the home invaders. And they said she's a victim, not a suspect. And this is our tax dollars at work. Absolutely unbelievable.
Well, it ain't my tax dollars, but they gon' figure it out.
I mean,
I wish her the best. I think this is dumb.
I
It's
think it's
weak.
dumb too.
It's
But
weak.
it is illegal in Georgia. But I
I
mean,
mean, we
if
gotta
you
follow the law. I'm
if
a
you
advocate.
The Lord
of
said we got to follow the law, girl.
gotta
if you
follow the
searching for
law
suspects, why are you searching through all my belongings?
That's
because
true. What did that
Because
have to
her
do?
family, because her family, you heard they said when they went in there that there was a strong smell of
Okay. And this is my
marijuana,
home.
which
I
was
didn't give you permission to search through my belongings though.
she wasn't there. They
So
was
That's
in there
true. That she
searching
won't there.
based off of the name. Listen, sometimes it's yeah, she's black and she's a rapper. That's all
yeah.
I need.
And she's in Georgia. And like Nell said, it don't matter. That's a red state. So yeah. Well, hopefully it gets worked out. And like Lauren said, she gets a lesser charge and they, throw this out. Cause
I wish her the best though, because I actually she's funny to me. I actually like Glorilla.
oh, I love me some Glorilla. You can't tell me nothing about no Glorilla. I love her.
I
She
just
like
wish
she's
her
like the right type of ratchet. Like she's not too bad, like Sexy Red. Like
I was
she's
gonna say like sexy red.
That's
yeah,
red
she's
is disgusting.
I do don't do that. I do like some Sexy Red. Y'all, I don't know why I'm saddened by this, but I was a little saddened by this to hear that, Cash Out.
Do I
Cause
know who
he
that is?
I was gonna say, do I
got
know
a
any of his
tunnel on
songs?
my neck, girl. I'm cashing out. Hey,
Who is it?
yeah.
What is it?
Oh, that's him?
Right now, the girl named Nina. Smoking on Keisha.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
him.
I don't think I knew that was some
Oh, okay.
I thought it
I
was somebody I knew.
Well, maybe he'll get some better
Is that
lyrics.
his only song?
That's the only one I know.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
sure
yeah.
that's his song though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah. That's why it's called Cashing Out because that was his name
Did
by
you just
Cash
come up,
Out.
did you come up with that or are you for sure that's his
I
song?
swear to God, I just googled it just so you didn't make me look crazy.
Okay. I thought it was by somebody I actually knew.
That's that don't ride around smoking that Nina.
Well, that was a dumb song. So what?
Lord came in. That's a great song.
I ain't
Lord.
saying that. I just not like that's his song. Oh, okay.
I said, well, that was a dumb song.
That
So
was
Well,
a dumb song. Then.
well,
Clearly, and that is why he was convicted on RICO charges. Cause he ain't got
well,
no money. He ain't got what's that boy, Young Thug. He ain't got Young Thug money.
he definitely don't.
Cause Young
So,
Thug, this wasn't even a.
well, Young Thug shouldn't have pled guilty because he was getting ready to get off.
But he ain't get this. This fool got who? Look at
Well,
him.
let me get into it. It gets better.
Who's his
So,
secretary again?
Atlanta rapper Cash Out was sentenced to life in prison Monday after being convicted of grape, X trafficking, pimping, aggravated otomy, and related charges. Okay. During his sentencing, Gibson maintained his innocence and criticized the jury's verdict. Prosecutors said Gibson, 34, along with his mother, Linda Smith, known as Mama Cash, and cousin Tyrone Taylor, used their record label as a front to exploit women for years. Now we know they tried to get somebody else on this, but like Lauren said, clearly he didn't have the cash to cash out. Okay. And so Smith was sentenced to 20 years for racketeering and 10 years for trafficking to be served concurrently. Um, his cousin Taylor received life in prison for grape and the aggravated stuff, plus 60 additional years for trafficking, assault, false imprisonment, and rug possession. All three must register as ex-offenders, avoid contact with
What they
victims.
registered for? They ain't never coming home.
They got
I knew
life.
you were gonna
They
say
got
that. Why are
life
we
for
registering?
60 years.
They got life. What are we doing?
What they coming register for?
I think this is sad. This is a young man's life that is completely gone to the system. His mama's gone. I feel like it reminds me of
His
Sean
mama got
Kingston.
locked up too.
Yeah, his mama and the cousin. It reminds me of Sean Kingston and his situation with his mama. And when they was doing that illegal stuff and got his mama caught up and now she in jail too.
Wait,
So
she's trying to get sent back to Jamaica, ain't she?
I think she is. And
I
I
don't
say
like to
prayers.
see anyone. Not, I'm not gonna say I don't like to see anyone go to prison. That's not true. Some people actually deserve it. No, some people actually deserve to be put under the jail. This isn't one of those situations. I don't know. I was not following this
I
story.
don't think any of us were. I don't even think I realized, like, I don't see nobody reporting on it. I don't think anybody even knew
I
he was in court.
I've seen it. I just didn't know who he was.
I don't like the song. I don't like. There's so many rappers out here who got these crazy names. I didn't know who he was. I just thought, oh, another rapper. So I never followed it. If they were, these trafficking charges are real and true, and I think that they all deserve to do some time. But I don't know. God bless him and his family.
Well, one of
Right?
these say lack of sexual discipline will always be a man's downfall.
That's
Oh,
the problem. And look, in our next story, this is what happens when you don't have good dick discipline. Shout out to Queen Sheba. Let's talk about somebody else that didn't have it.
Oh Lordy.
Shannon
that's it.
Sharpe. His $50 million lawsuit accusing him of SA has been dismissed with prejudice. Of course, we know the lawyer was Tony Busby, which we know they call him the ambulance chaser. But
Mhm.
apparently, I will say this, just to give you a little. I do know a little bit from watching Really B's coverage of what's going on, but she was very young YT woman.
Mhm.
Okay,
That girl said
um,
she was tiring.
okay, and basically she said if you want, I'm about to get a little provocative, Shade Squad, so cover your ears if you're not ready. So she said, well, if you want this booty, then that's 20 stacks. And then she said, I don't want to do that. And the problem is, as we know, as we've learned from the Diddy case, it don't matter how many times you say yes. The one time you say no, it's a wrap. But he proceeded to do what he wanted to do. And we do know that the girl got a very nice settlement, even though this is dismissed. So she might not got a 50 million, but she probably got 25.
It's enough for her to retire.
It's enough for her to retire from her
Retired from
job,
what? Retired from her
OnlyFans.
job of
OnlyFans.
sucking meat. Oh,
Do
Because
you
she
see
was
the comment? The comments say "Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never." That's
well,
over.
and that's why I tried. Like, I don't say much. I don't say much about stuff like this when it involves these
Oh
people
God.
mm-hmm.
because
Others.
um I just feel like if have we not learned black men, and I am not, and anybody who knows me, especially you guys, know that I probably side with men more than I side with women. But I just feel like black men,
Need to learn.
it's okay that you have a preference. I'm not one of those black women who need you to protect me and all this shit. And if I'm not your cup of tea, that's probably good because I don't like coffee. So
Oh,
I'm okay with that. Like it's I'm cool, but however, have we not learned anything from OJ? Have
no.
we not learned anything from
And
OJ?
and what it is for me is that
Now I don't have a problem, but I'm sorry to cut you off. Now it's a little different for Shannon because Shannon does not go around on this campaign of loving white women, bashing black women. I think Shannon just is an equal opportunity, and he just like them freaky, and he don't
he like
care
him freaky and
what
young.
color.
He
Yeah,
like them.
he like them young and freaky, and it don't matter what color they are. And so I don't really, he doesn't necessarily have a preference, which is probably the problem. He doesn't. He's not picky, and that's probably his down. That's another one of his downfalls. You need to be a little bit more picky, bro. But so I mean, but come on, y'all. Like, stop. These
I
women
think it's the age though. I mean, the girl was young as
mean
hell.
you
Like,
no good.
It's that he's still not gonna leave them snow bunnies alone.
Absolutely not. Because they nasty.
The comments always get me.
They nasty. Why would he leave them alone? He can do
Not
whatever
they
he wants to hit
nasty.
them in form. They is them down. Them is some nasty. Listen, not that black women are, because we got some nasty black women too. But look at our history.
yeah. No, it's so. I
It's
mean,
more it's more black women that'll be like, I ain't doing that than it is white women.
but the problem with this is that, in my opinion, and to piggyback off you, Lauren, is that when you get in these situations, you're a high profile established man. You done lost a deal with ESPN, which ultimately is Disney. Um, you were supposed to go on tour with Chad to do your nightcap. You had to cancel that because of this controversy, all because you don't have better dick discipline to know that you probably shouldn't be fucking a 20-year-old when you're damn near pushing 60.
I don't think that's a problem, because as a 20-year-old, I like the men who were older. I dated a 40-year-old man. It's the
40
women,
and 60 is different. When he could be your grandfather, not your daddy, your grandfather.
and he can be my daddy too. The, the
You know
point
what?
is, I don't really think, as long as she's of age, I don't have a problem with it. The problem is that it's the type of, all 20-year-old women don't have a young mindset. You got to find the right young lady. You know what I mean? Just like all young dude, like, you just got to find the right one. You got to
It's like
find the
all
one that
old men don't
right. Like, you just got to
ain't
find
old in the head.
right. You got to find the right woman.
You say you gotta find the right one.
You do. You have to, like, I mean, when I was 20, I was a mature 20-year-old.
I hear what you're saying. I
And
hear you.
he could be an immature 60-year-old.
Right. Like,
That's very
as
true.
a 20-year-old, I need to find me a 60-year-old that's a little bit more not established, but got a little bit more sense than Shannon.
Mm. Well, we hope that you get your job back, Shannon, because
You
we know this
know,
we know this girl done took a few of your coins. And
well, listen, as they say, let this be a lesson to the men in this situation and in others. Sometimes your dick can make you a bum.
My bad.
Keisha Kaor says all Gucci man needs to do for himself is shower. I do everything for that
And go to
man.
the studio.
Boom.
Only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to do it. I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy, going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he got to eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he got to do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it. And if I don't do it, I would be miserable.
Why do you think you'd be miserable?
Because I want to take care of my man. I don't want nobody else to do it. I want you to pay so and so to do this. A chef, I cook for him. I buy his clothes. I do everything. And I want to keep the money at home.
Baby!
I want to keep the money in the bank.
All right, ladies.
I'm with her.
I'm a little confused.
I'm with her.
So
But
my whole
does
thing,
she mean that she's the only one making the money, or does she just means like she's the one?
No,
I
she's the
think
one. Like, he doesn't have to work. You go out, you make the money. You're the one that's working.
she pays the bills.
I'm gonna pay the bills. She's a housewife, and she
Mhm.
enjoys being a stay-at-home mother and wife. And there's women, and you're doing that, and this man, and he shouldn't have to do anything. He is going out and he is making the money, and her job is to make sure that he has peace when he comes home, and that things are done and taken care of at home. And I don't have a problem with that. There are women who do that for men who don't bring shit home.
You know what? So I
That's
don't have a problem. If that's what she meant, I don't have a problem with that either. That's where I was confused when she said he doesn't have to do anything. I pay the bills. I buy his clothes. So I was like, okay, he goes to the studio, but are you saying that he brings in the money, or
Right.
you're
That's
saying
what
with your
she's
own
saying.
money?
No,
Okay, yeah.
she's implying he doesn't have to do anything but like go take his shower and go to work,
Well, then I
right.
knew
and
she
I'll
loved
pay the bills.
I knew she loved to cook for him. He
I was
loves
gonna
her
say, I know she
dishes.
cooks. I know she cooks.
Yeah, I know she does that, but I would definitely be hiring some help.
No, I think what she's saying is like, no, I'm not hiring a chef. Like I cook
Hmm.
for my man. I love that, and she
Hmm.
probably does have a housekeeper who comes in to do the deep cleaning, but she probably cleans up behind her kids.
Hmm.
She probably makes sure that the bedroom is clean and like she's a stay at home mom, and I love that for her, and I wish that I could do that.
Hmm.
Clearly Gucci loves this woman. She loves him because what woman would have done the things that she did for him when he got locked up?
Hmm.
No, I agree, and the
He
reason
made
why
sure that
he,
she flipped that money. He
yeah,
gave her this money when he went in, and she flipped it and waited for that man to come out. And she inspired him. So he's allowing her to live this life. Why wouldn't she do that for, like, again, there's women who are doing that for niggas who ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. I don't see anything wrong with this woman taking care of a man who makes sure that her and her family are taken care of.
well, that
Hmm.
was very well
You got
said.
to be
Very.
his peace. You got to be his peace.
So,
Bitch.
everybody has been talking about, unfortunately, this very unfortunate story about the 7-year-old Jamal White, who was literally kidnapped outside his house riding his bike. We all saw the, video camera footage, and his dad running inside the house. I'm not
And
trying to
leaving
That
him
judge.
is
outside.
Pardon my
Oh,
French. That's a bitch ass nigga right there, boy. I swear
The
to
first
God.
time I saw it, I said, "Did he just leave the baby
And
at my
that
house?"
baby sitting there yelling for his daddy. And that ran in the
And then I love when he said, "Y'all don't know. I taught my son how to run, and that's why he tried to run away." Like that was his
What?
comeback.
he got caught
Yeah,
though.
that's
You
what he said.
black bastard. He got caught.
They'll live in a basement somewhere.
So the real late breaking, the mother got arrested because apparently not
Oh,
only were they kidnapped him because she is a drug dealer, okay, and they were like, I guess she owed him some money or something went on. I don't look. Let me go into the story
that's
details
not the
about
story I heard.
what you heard.
I heard she's actually set it up because she was going to start a GoFundMe.
There was a few different stories.
But I tell you what I also heard is that little boy said he heard that his mother on the phone saying I'ma come and get her.
And
And she,
and she never came.
that's what I think, and
Can you imagine that trauma?
I think that goes with this story though, Lauren.
Hmm.
That they
I
that they
think that
took
does
him,
too.
yeah, that they took him hostage.
And then they just dropped him off somewhere. He said they just dropped him off at a listen, they need to
But
The
take
no,
him.
and
police raided- so
they
the police
even
raided the house.
the people that are actually took him even said they, and that's what breaks my heart. They even talk about they were contemplating hurting him
That's some bitch
because
ass.
she just would not budge. She won't giving him no money. She won't. And I was like, is this worth your son's like and like I said with the daddy, and I just feel I'm not even gonna hold you. I just feel bad for the little boy that he has to be returned to these two people.
That's what I said. He listen. He harder than both of them.
Right. It's sad. It's sad, y'all. So
That's just that
prayers up.
you shouldn't be parents.
Yeah, agreed. And speaking, oh, look at my virtual co-host. That was a perfect segue into parenting and what we are about to witness now. Um, I am not going to play it on here because I do not want to get flagged, but we are going to come back and talk about it. But we are going to watch it backstage and come back with our opinions on what happened.
Let
All
me tell
right,
you.
y'all. So we fresh off watching. First let me start that and say that a lot of people are giving Shawnee O'Neal the business because they feel like she should have never let this air. I'm gonna say from my perspective, and I want Nels to go first after me because she actually tunes in and watches the show regularly. I don't. I only tune in for the shit like this, right? So she'll have more context as to what's going on and why things are happening the way they're happening. Now, I'm gonna say that I feel like Chantel came looking for a fight and she FAFO'd. Um, I think Jackie tried multiple times to walk away from the situation. Now, do I think that there may be some things going down in their house and going on behind closed doors that she experienced in childhood? And that's why maybe she's so angry. Absolutely. However, if you and from someone who's in therapy and things like that, if this person is a trigger for you, why do you come on a show, move in the same building as her, and have her around your kids and all these other things? Now, yes, she won't let you meet her husband, but outside of that, it doesn't give me that. It what Jackie said, we were cool before this. I can absolutely believe what she's saying.
And I'm
Chantel
wondering
made them
too
think
where
that
she
they
got
were
on the
cool.
show, because they in the beginning they were pretty cool. Um, I think there was a falling out with what's that girl name?
Brandy.
Yes, with Brandy, and that's what kind of triggered all of this. And then some of the
But why
girls.
did it so can I ask you this from someone who watched it? Why was it triggered by Brandy? Because from what I saw and what I watched, Brandy called Chantel a little girl.
So because
And
I
Jackie
think
defended her and said
that's and that's
her
what she.
name is Chantel. She is grown, and you're gonna refer to her as that.
I don't remember
And
seeing.
I
Uh,
remember seeing that at
what
the
I
dinner
remember,
table.
what I remember is Chantel not feeling defended by Jackie, and Jackie actually defending Brandy to her. She's like, she's going through a lot right now and all this other stuff. And Chantel was like, okay, I'm going through stuff too. And at the end of the day, you talk mess about this chick. So why are you even defending her over me? And that's actually what Chantel was trying to talk about when the first initial conversation. She was like, when we first got here, you're gonna sit here and tell me you weren't talking mess about Brandy. And she was like, okay, before we get into these other bras, we're gonna talk about
About
us.
what's going on
That's
between us.
that's what she was talking about. So she's been holding on to this. Basically, you keep on taking up for Brandy and not taking up for me. And you've been talking about Brandy. You've been talking mess about Brandy this entire time.
But and I'm gonna be honest with you, the level of bitches that was thrown from mother to daughter, you calling her by her first name, saying that daddy don't love you, he gonna leave you, your kids hate you. That ain't got shit to do with Brandy. It has everything to do that it was much, much deeper.
She was trying to provoke her. She was
Right.
definitely trying to provoke her. There
Woke
was.
the bear and she woke the bear up.
She
A
was
bitch.
there, especially when you're bringing up her husband, because we know
And
how.
we all know that's that's Jackie's Achilles heel is Doug. We all know that. We've known.
Even if
I know
even if there
she
was
got to know that because we know that from watching Basketball Wives. So
even
we
if there
know
was
good and damn well she know.
even if there was something going on with her and Doug, we would never know.
Right.
We would never know. But the fact that she brought it to the ladies, actually, I think that same night before the fight, she said that her dad might actually leave Jackie. Like, she's doing these things and saying these things to provoke her. And I mean, some people felt for her. What's the one that was married to Kevin Gates?
Oh, Drika.
No,
Brittany.
Brittany.
Oh,
Um,
Brittany Renner. But she got her
Brittany.
own
That
mama
whore.
trauma. And
That whore.
I think they
Listen,
were trauma bonding. That's what
They
that
were, they
was.
were definitely
those
trauma
who live in
bonding.
glass whorehouses shouldn't throw stones.
They were definitely trauma bonding, and she also took out, I think, a lot of the anger that she was feeling towards her own mother on Jackie,
Right.
which I don't really think was fair. But they definitely needed to have a conversation. But I think that was something that needed to be off camera for sure.
Absolutely.
But it towards
You
the
have
end.
Oh,
I
go
think
ahead.
toward the end, I think she got tired of Jackie not wanting to have the conversation. And I think, and there was one point where she got pissed off because she was told that Jackie wasn't gonna have the conversation with her unless it was on her YouTube channel. And then something about her having grandparents' rights, and she got pissed off about that because she's already going to court with her first child and the child's father. So for Jackie to bring, up grandparents' right, I think that's where a lot of the anger stemmed from. So then she's just trying to provoke her, and she got what she was looking for.
So let me just say this.
I
Now,
can't wait to hear Lauren's opinion.
I watch like snippets.
Mhm,
Jackie got some shit with her. She got a lot of
mhm,
shit with her. But at the end of the day, you wouldn't be who you are. You wouldn't be on this show if it wasn't for Jackie. That's number
mhm,
one. Number two, every chance you get, you're being disrespectful to your because let's be clear, that's not Jackie, bitch. That's your mother. Okay?
mhm. I
That's
think
your
she I
mother.
think she's always called her Jackie
And
though.
you're not, but and calling me by my first name does not make us equal.
Mhm,
You're never gonna be my equal. Never. Never will you be my equal. So you can call me by my first name, you can call me Lauren, you can call me anything. But don't forget that I'm your mother. Now,
mhm,
has Jackie been the greatest mother in the world? I don't know. I
Right.
probably will go with everyone and assume that probably not. But
Well,
what you
she couldn't have been because she was chasing Doug on the road. She was
but,
following
but,
him.
but what you're not gonna do though is you're not gonna come on a show that let's be real and let's be clear. Jackie is basketball wives.
She's
mhm.
the only wife.
Exactly. Jackie is basketball wives. And you wouldn't have a platform to act a monkey if it wasn't for your mother being on the show. Who are you? Who are you? And now you can be mad and you want to be disrespectful and all of that. See, now I'm gonna have to treat you like I treat these other bitches that's on the show. Now
And
she asked you. She asked you. Now was she being nasty when she asked you? Was she being shady, passive aggressive, whatever, when she was doing all that? Yeah, that's Jackie. No excuses. But she said, just leave the room. Now she gave you a pass. Shawnee, just leave. Not only are you walking out, but you turn around and you come back and you put your hands on her first. So now I'm treating you like you treating me. Cause see, you don't treat me like I'm your mother. So now I'm gonna treat you like you're not my daughter. And I'm gonna smack the shit out you. I'm gonna wake you up. I'm gonna slap you back into reality. And that's what she did. Do I have sympathy for her? No, because you were disrespect. Now you want to play the victim. Call daddy. Well, what the fuck she calling daddy for? You the one that's sitting there acting like you all are on equal ground.
And told me you was gonna drag me through this hotel.
Right. You following this lady. You poking
well,
that
that's
bear.
why I had to
And
show y'all that first scene because I
you
was like, when she was out here, like, yeah, Jackie, and Jackie trying to walk, they're taking the damn stairs and stuff.
but even without that, just sitting on that couch in that orange dress, you poked the bear. What did you think was going to happen when that bear woke up? What you thought that bear was going to do?
I think that's what she wanted,
And she
honestly.
got it.
I think
She
that's what
got
she wanted.
exactly
I
what she
think
was
she thought
asking
people
for.
were gonna feel
But she wanted to embarrass her mom. But really, who's embarrassed? She's a meme. She's a meme.
You got so, but you got some of the you got the ladies who don't. You got the women who don't like Jackie. You
Right.
got them on your side. You got them on your side.
but
So
some of them apologizing for being on her side.
Right.
I
And
don't,
so thank you.
I don't watch it enough, and I think Jackie got some shit with her. I think Jackie got a whole lot of shit with her. And when I did watch episodes, sometimes I thought Jackie was just off the rocker. Jackie crazy as hell. But you still gonna respect me. You're not gonna talk crazy to me and think and put your hands on me and think I'm not gonna smack the shit out you.
So Takari came out, Jackie's older daughter, and basically said that, She doesn't even know our mom. If she did, she would only try to protect her. She didn't deserve to be done like this on her platform. That's all I have to say about this. Now, if y'all remember Takari, now this is when I was watching Basketball Wives, and this is
That
when
bitch wasn't shit either.
Laura Govin had reached out to her, and she talked about the, stuff that she suffered at the hands of Jackie, how she was pretty much raised by her grandmother because Jackie was never around because she was always off following Doug and doing whatever with Doug. And so she, talks about how, she went through, and actually Chantel says that she was essayed by Takari. So again, there was a lot of things going down, and I guess Jackie wasn't there. And so that's why I said it seems so vitriol for just unless both of them had been drinking but it just seems very vitriol, and that makes me feel like, oh, this was real built up. Me and Nels talked about it the other day when we were talking about Real Housewives, but it's almost like Channy was playing the long game. And I'm gonna wait and embarrass my mother, and I'm gonna play nice, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But the whole time, she never really seen it for her mom.
That's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did, and that's disrespectful. If you got a problem with your mother, you got a problem with your mother. This ain't the place,
right? And my good old job is not the place to come and do it.
And now you trying to hurt me, like purposely, and it backfired on you. Because you the one that ended up hurt.
Because you look entitled and disrespectful.
And I punched your face.
And that's one thing. That's one thing I will say. Nobody's saying Jackie was the perfect parent. The problem is Chantel's just real fucking disrespectful. And then let me get into, before I get up out of here, Ming Lee had some words to say. As we know, she was on the show as well. And as Nell said, she walked back how she felt and actually issued an apology to Jackie. So Ming Lee said, Jackie, I'm gonna keep it real. After watching last night's episode and thinking back to how everything played out in real time, I owe you an apology. If anything I said or did came off offensive, that was never my intention, and I'm truly sorry. I was under the impression you swung first, and that shaped how I saw it. But watching it back, whew, it hit different. I don't condone violence at all. And it was hard to watch. As a mom, I understand where your emotions are coming from. Anybody in your shoes would have felt the same. This whole situation reminded me to stay out of family business and focus on my own damn business. I really do hope y'all can heal from this, because that was tough to witness.
I can respect that.
It was somebody that was on the show.
And she was dating Ty Young.
I know you lying. This that girl with that fake body.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she okay? Because on the show, she don't look like that picture.
She said, "I know you lying."
I know, like I could see why Ty would go after her looking at that picture, but I was wondering why Ty was with her. But I digress.
Ty is cute.
Listen, Ty make me a lesbian.
Yeah, I say that every time. And look, with the squinty eyes, them squinty eyes get you every time.
Ty, I don't know, something about the way Ty hang them clothes, the way them clothes hang on her. Sure. But I digress. Again, I digress. But okay, but that's who that is. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad she was able to come out here and apologize and say I needed that situation was hard to watch, and it made me know that I need to stay in my lane and mind my business and make sure my affairs in order. Because I already said those who live in glass whorehouses shouldn't throw stones.
All right, y'all. So that's the end of the Tip and Shade. Thank you, Cousin Lorraine, for coming in and being our very raw and unfiltered special guest. We love you. If you guys have not already, please make sure you hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms. That's the TikTok, IG, Facebook, BlueSky, and the X, Twitter. Okay? And we will catch you. I'm going to be good about it. Before I go to Martha's Vineyard, I'm going to drop another one. Well, we got to see how the news going to go, but we'll catch y'all next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye. And thank you, Cousin Lauren, for joining us.
Bye. You're welcome.